So we are live here. We're getting going here, and I'm Moira Gorski, but I'm going to turn it over to Amanda,
Oh,
who is going to
she's here.
start. Who's going to start off our wonderful skincare class here today. So thanks for everybody being here, and Amanda, why don't you go ahead and get started?
Perfect. Thank you. I am super excited for this event and for you guys that joined us. Welcome. I think this is a topic that you all will find some helpful information from. I am Amanda Villarreal. We live in Zeeland, Michigan. We have 5 kids and we are a busy, active family. And I will tell you guys, starting at a young age, skincare was never a priority for me. I have learned a ton. This is not my area of specialty. I am a personal trainer, a nutritionist, a health coach. And I help people every day with health and wellness. But sometimes I feel as though we neglect to understand that even things such as our skin are a very key piece to wellness. And what we are putting in and on our bodies is a very important part of that overall wellness journey. And I would say I grew up, I am now 46, and I grew up in the time when, if anybody else can relate, we would lay out on blacktop driveways, see how much we could burn ourselves, put on baby
Ooh,
oil. Yep.
baby oil.
Yes, some of you can relate. And I had a very unusual reason why I actually did that. It wasn't even so much that I wanted to be tan, but I have a very rare vascular condition, if you can see the screen a little bit, but like my whole left side is darker than my right from my neck down. And it looked like I was burnt. So I would lay out in the sun to try to burn myself to match my left to my right side. No idea where I got this idea that that would work, but I have done a lot of damage to my skin. And now I know better. And I've learned the importance of trying to reverse some of that. I have been blistered numerous times. I am very thankful that I haven't had skin cancer. But at this point, I know now that this is something that our skin is always changing. We are always evolving. And this is a part that we can play a key role in being proactive, is what we are choosing to do as we are aging. And some of the most popular things that I think we don't realize we can put into our body and ingesting is certain foods that can help from the inside. And just to, name a few, avocados, amazing source of healthy oils. We have all of our berries are super high in antioxidants, and leafy greens, our fish, which I know some people are not a big fish fan, but the omega-3s are so important from the inside, along with heart health and many other reasons for those omegas. Nuts and seeds, orange and yellow vegetables in particular, that yellow color and orange color is a super high amount of beta carotene. And a little interesting fact, if you actually eat enough carrots, you can get an orange tint to your skin. So if you want to test that out, you have to eat a lot, but it's true. And sweet potatoes would be another great source. And you thought just for fun, we could also give you guys a little recipe. So feel free to screenshot this. This would be a great combination of ingredients to help with building healthy skin. Has the avocados we talked about. We're going to be kind of, mentioning something collagen here in a second, but also a building block of life shakes. And when we are getting in a wide variety of nutrients, that is one of the best things we can do from the inside and our skin. So I'm going to start out by sharing just a few simple tips with you all. And I know for many of us, we don't oftentimes, for example, think about routines. And this was me. I was guilty when I was younger. I didn't think I needed to wash my face, especially at night, that I was fine just maybe doing it in the morning. But one of the things, just like with our exercise, our nutrition, we want to keep working on being consistent. And that means, for example, washing your face morning and night. So we need to make sure that we don't sleep with makeup on our face, that we know that is a key factor in contributing to premature aging. We want to try to oftentimes look at how we can purify and detoxify our skin. So exfoliating is a great thing to do, along with some masks that Moira will mention here in a little while. Also exfoliating weekly or as needed, but the dead cells, our cells, like I said, are always turning over. So this is a great thing for us to be able to do oftentimes to help with even brightening our skin. And you will find that simple things, even like a silk pillowcase. I know if any of you are fellow curly hair friends, they talk about using silk like hats, pillowcases, but this is not just for curly hair because it makes your hair more staticky, but it actually helps providing less absorption than cotton would. So that's a really simple thing. If you're putting on your skincare products before bed and then you go lay on your pillow, you don't want it absorbing what you just put on. So simple things. If your hair is long, pull it up so we're not getting the oil from our hair. Yes, sunscreen, very important. We love clean sunscreens, trying to stay away from chemical-based ones, and avoid smoking, and of course, limiting alcohol. These are all things that will 100% be affecting our overall skincare health. Now, we have found that there are a ton of products out there in the marketplace. There's organic, there's natural. How do we start to know what is different? And this is where we got to have to understand a little bit about where the company is coming from, what are the ingredients, the types of ingredients they're using, how they are processed, how they're made. And Shaklee is a company that's been around since 1956. They have led the way in many of the innovative products we see in health and wellness, including skincare. They started one of the very first mineral-based makeups way back when, and we've evolved now to what we see is called youth. And this is a program that I absolutely love and share because I feel as though it is really important that you have the clinical studies that actually prove all these key signs of aging can be reversed. And here is probably the best statistic I have ever heard. 100% of women had younger looking skin after using youth products, and 2/3 shifted their skin age index to a younger decade. That's 10 years. And I believe it. If you guys meet some of the people that have used a lot of these products for years, you would never guess their age. And I think that's a very important piece of, as we are focusing on building health, we want to know that natural products can work. They can be safe. But again, the clinical studies actually validate that. And this is where we are lacking big time in the United States when it comes to regulations. And I think this is very eye-opening when we realize the US has only banned 11 chemicals from our personal care products. And you can see Shaklee by far is above and beyond any country. In 2,500 plus ingredients, they would not allow in any of our cleaning products, personal care products, nutritional products, but in particular, we're talking about here our personal care products. This is huge. And you can also validate the safety of these products. If you've ever heard of the Environmental Working Group, it's a great website to use that you can actually check the contamination of products. You can go in there and type the label of what you're looking for, the name of the product, and it will actually tell you the toxicity amount of what that product provides. And all of Shaklee's products are Environmentally Working Group verified, which is again another amazing standard. And I also wanted to just quickly touch on, before we get into letting Moira share here, kind of a little bit more about when we talk about omegas here really fast, because I think this is one of, from when I have people fill out, you know, for example, a nutrition journal, or I have them write down what they eat each week, and I look at their overall, you know, plans, I can tell you guys probably maybe 1 out of every 10 that I see that they eat fish on a daily basis. And this is a huge piece of what we need to be getting more of. And I'm honestly going to admit, I would never eat things like herring every day or mackerel. That's are just not my things. But if I know I can take a safe supplement that is clean and pure, that's going to be my choice. And this is something we should do every day. Unfortunately, you can't take a vitamin one time and it's going to last for a month, right? We have to do this on a daily basis. So these omegas are really important to supplement with. And I love the fact that there are different options. We have jellies, we have, you know, different forms of vegan or just a regular omega-3 that, again, we're going to be mentioning here in a little while, a little bit more about that. So making anti-aging part of your DNA, just a couple other supplement options specifically in relationship to our skin. And this product called Vivix, I would have to say, is by far one of the most complex products I've ever looked at. And I look at a lot of products because I love to kind of understand what's in them, what are the ingredients and how they work. And this is by far one of the products that, again, from a cellular level, actually has the proof that it can slow down the aging process. When we're talking about our skin, right, we need to do whatever we can to make sure that we are reversing that cellular aging. And that's what this product is all about. And I love that there are actually different forms of it. There are gummies, there are capsules, and there is also a liquid form for people that can't swallow pills. So love the different options. And collagen is another one we have to mention, guys, because collagen, we are learning more and more about it all the time. After the age of 20, we lose or can lose up to at least 1% a year of collagen. And this is, again, a great thing to supplement, but we need to note that that collagen does need to have all 9 amino acids in order for it to be absorbed. And this is my choice of collagen, is actually the collagen 9. It's a great formula that you can mix in unflavored, add it to the smoothie like the recipe we mentioned earlier, or you can also mix it into things like guacamole and food sources to get your daily source of collagen. All right, and now we're going to turn it over to Moira.
Okay, well, that was awesome, Amanda. Thanks for all of that great, valuable information. And again, our skin is our largest organ, so we want to take, manage what we put on ourselves, but what's reflected on the outside is what's happening on the inside. So that's all such great things about foods we can eat and supplements. Those are my favorite products too, omegas and Vivix and collagen. Now, I was blessed to be part of, Amanda mentioned a clinical study. So Shaklee had performed a clinical study with different people, and then they asked different people in the field, if you will, to use the youth products before it launched. And so I was chosen as one of those. And honestly, I've been involved with Shaklee for almost 25 years. I'm 60 years old. I had used a previous product line from Shaklee and really loved the results that I got from that. So I wasn't so keen on like, how can things be that much better? But, free is free. So they gave us the products free to use for 2 months. So I said, I'll give it a try to take a, before and after picture. And boy, was I surprised as well as certainly pleased. You can see the results in just 2 months of using all of the products in the regimen that I'll talk about on a daily basis, like Amanda said, morning and night. I saw a big change in my skin. I had already had some decrease in the redness and the kind of surface rosacea, but I felt like that improved even more and really created a really lighter, less wrinkles and less aged. And I keep using these products. I mean, that was 2017, right? So I keep using those products today and just love the results and love that, as Amanda said, I kind of feel like I'm aging backwards, or I'm kind of staying, my skin staying really youthful looking. These are a couple other before and afters. That's what I loved once the product was launched into the field. People used it and everybody got some great results. And you'll see the befores and afters, and not just our face, but our neck and our décolletage and things like that. And again, really helping with those signs of aging, the pore size, the evening our skin tone, the sagginess, the hyperpigmentation. It helps, young or old, it's helping. And the key thing is, I believe, are the ingredients. And again, these are safe, natural ingredients that are in all of the youth products. So we'll go through these real quickly, but these are super important. I love, like, as Amanda said, as we age, we produce less collagen and elastin. And so our skin looks more aged. So we want to, if we can stimulate our skin cells to produce more collagen and elastin. And that's exactly what these ingredients do. So if you look at that Lotus japonicus, it activates the key youth protein to regenerate cells to produce more collagen and elastin. That apple cell extract, it accelerates the skin renewal, so it looks more youthful. That shishindra, it's basically giving more energy and nutrients to our skin. And that muscadine grape, Amanda mentioned Vivix, that a muscadine grape is in that Vivix product, and Shaklee's figured out a way to also put it in these skincare products that we put on our skin. So that's the complex that we have that's in all of the youth products. And so what we have are certain steps. Again, you're probably familiar if you use a skincare regimen right now, there's a few steps to follow. And we do have just simple steps to follow with this, depending on if it's morning or night. So we're going to cleanse, we're going to tone, we're going to choose a serum. Someone explained that serums, serums are kind of like the hero of the product line, because there's more concentration of those nutrients in either, we have a youth activating serum for the aging skin, and we have a hydrating, moisturizing serum. So it provides really extra moisture. So it's kind of like the hero of the product line. So we're going to cleanse, tone, pick a serum, and then we're going to moisturize, be it that it's daytime, there's a couple of choices, nighttime, there's a couple of choices, and there's a couple other, added targeted treatments that Jessica's going to mention as well. But again, you know, we don't want to take the time to go through all of the, you know, all of the steps and things like that. But to suffice it to say, it's pretty simple again. And the product line is designed to be used together. So if you can afford and you're ready to get started, we do recommend that you start with a regimen because again, you'll see the results more quickly with that. Now we also, I don't know, raise your hand or put a emoji in the comments, like how much have you spent a lot of money on mascara trying to find the best one like I have. And Shaklee has a beautiful mascara that lengthens and thickens your lashes. It basically nourishes them so that they're not breaking as much, so that we're having thicker, longer lashes. And you can see even with this picture, we've got small little things on the one side and longer ones. So you're able to kind of turn that wand and lift and separate and really lengthen and coat the lashes. It's just so wonderful. You can see a picture of our beautiful Lauren there. And but I don't find, you know, the mascara doesn't run under your eyes. It doesn't flake off. And I find that I'm not using an eyelash curler either because again, somehow you put it on there and your lashes stay up. So I can't say enough about the mascara. It's so incredible. Just one thing about the masks, before we go to beautiful Jessica, again, it's recommended if you can remember to do a mask once a week. And that's kind of, again, targeted extra moisture. We have a beautiful gold mask that helps to put extra moisture. And then we do have a charcoal kind of detox mask if you need to kind of pull out those impurities. But we do have, again, we've got lots of different options for those targeted things to do, you know, once a week and things like that. So we'll go to Jessica and we're going to hear from some of her about some of her favorite products as well.
Hi. Okay, so I've only been using the products for about a year. I got started through Moira. I mean, like literally take a look at her and I want to look like that in 10 years. But seriously, she's you could just look at her and has amazing, beautiful, glowing skin. Okay, so some of my favorite products are the eye cream. This is my absolute favorite. And yes, I keep it in the refrigerator next to the butter. It has this little metal tip on the end and I like it ice cold. It like I wake up with like puffy bags under my eyes and it completely depuffs. So the colder, the better. I don't know if anybody else has tried putting it in the refrigerator. Moira, is yours in the fridge now?
Well, it's going in there soon because you did tell me that this week. I was like, that's such a great.
It really gets ice cold and depuffs everything. I use it on the top of my eyelid and underneath, and I've never seen anything work so well ever. I came from like using products from the dermatologists for years and years and years, and didn't realize all of the toxic chemicals that I was putting on to my skin. I was using, you know, all natural, really healthy makeup, but then my skincare products were completely the opposite. But I'm loving everything about Youth. I also, now that I've moved to California, I use the Youth BB cream every day because it's got SPF 30 in it. And I mean, I'm outside hiking and running and, you know, just basically live outdoors. And this is saving my skin. Moira knows that since I moved to California, I've kind of switched a little bit from Youth products. And I use a lot of the Pomifera products. These are great little add-ons. My skin loves the rose oil. I think because my skin's gotten a lot drier being in California. It just sucks in the oil and it has completely changed like the texture of my skin. It's very soft and I can't say enough good things about this rose oil. I think this is actually my favorite product. Might even beat the eye cream, which is hard to do. Also, since moving to California, I stole this from my daughter. Moira knows my daughter uses the the whole line of Pomifera products. And then I stole the scrub from her. I use it probably twice a week to exfoliate. Amanda talked a little bit about exfoliating, and it's incredible. It gets off all the dead skin, and I get, some sunburn when I'm hiking, and it's amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Jessica. And the great thing about, if you haven't heard of Pomifera, Pomifera is a company that has really simple but very natural, wonderful skincare. And Roger Barnett, who owns Shaklee, Pomifera approached him a couple of years ago, and he decided to pick up. So we do have all of these wonderful youth products, and then we also have some of the Pomifera. So again, if you're interested in that, you want to learn more, just reach out to whoever recommended you to this. But what we love is we love all the youth products, but same thing when that rose oil came up, I was like, sometimes I need a little extra. And so that's a nice addition to what we're using from the youth line. So thanks for sharing all of that. That scrub is great too, because we used to have an exfoliator and we didn't for a while, and now we have another one too. So just some other options that you can add into what you're using with youth. So again, we're just kind of wrapping things up today. This is really just kind of an overview of youth and the skincare, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. But we want to talk about a couple of things, or at least what we have, what Shaklee has to offer. We did this month because we love skincare, and I can talk youth all day long, but there's a wonderful sale going on this month that 20% off any of the youth products, be it that you buy a single product or you buy a kit. It's kind of like that Nordstrom what's it called? I don't know, the once a year big sale in the summertime. It's kind of like that. It's like once a year sale. So it's a really good time to get started with youth, perhaps buy some gifts and things like that with the products. Now, again, there are some regimens. What I do, again, recommend is talk with who invited you here, who shared this video with you, and they can help you put together a personalized regimen. Because again, everybody's skin is different, but we still want to cleanse, tone, we want to have a serum, we want to have a day and a night cream. There's a couple options with those, but we can personalize a kit to put that together and have just what your skin needs. And another special from Shaklee this month is when you buy a kit like that, a personalized regimen, they're adding in that favorite of Jessica's, that eye cream, for free. So not only are you saving 20%, but you're getting a eye cream for free, which I think is close to $50 value or $65 value. There we go. I'll just read the screen. And then Amanda mentioned Omega. Omegas are so important, and we just love the fact that you've come to watch this today, or you watch the recording. And so we want to offer a special from all of us girls that if you do purchase a regimen within the next 24 hours, that we will add that Omega. We'll send you an Omega guard too, again, to start taking that good stuff on the inside, because we know that that's super important. So that's our buy now special that we put together for you. And again, we love this community. We love to work together with things. And so if you decide to buy the products and you want to get started and start to use them together with us, we do have a fun Facebook group that's starting next week. It's a challenge group, and it's not super hard. It's just basically the accountability of, let's use the products together. Let's take a picture at the beginning of the week. Let's use the products. Let's drink lots of water, eat our avocados and our Omegas and all of those fun things, and then use the products on the daily, and then take a picture at the end and see how we did and see how our skin is looking and things like that. So, because we know that if we can do things together, it just helps us with that accountability. So again, reach out to whoever invited you if you'd like to be part of our challenge group next week. And that is it. Please, Amanda and Jessica, if I forgot anything, please let me know. Oh, I just looked down. One thing I did want to mention, it was on the screen with Jessica. These little gold squiglets, I call them gold squiglets, they're C&E Repair. These have helped so much with, I have 3 boys, and they all played hockey, and they had some difficulty with acne and here and in the back and some scarring. And these came out kind of around the same time that they were playing hockey. And so they use this. It really helps. It helps brighten your skin. It helps reduce scarring or take away the scars. I've been using it on a surgery scar that I had. They're just really wonderful products. And the reason why we have them in little individual caplets is it has 20% vitamin C, 10%, right, vitamin E and raspberry extract. Seem like they're low numbers, but they're pretty high in the skincare world. And we don't put any preservatives in them. And once vitamin C is exposed to the air, it starts to degrade. So we just have, this is basically a single serving, and it just keeps it, again, that vitamin C in suspension. So can't say enough about those for helping with scarring, age spots, and things like that. Those are the C and E, little gold swiglets. So we do have some time. Oh, skin tags, really? Wow. Somebody else told me a story about skin tags too. So that's really interesting. That's very cool. So we do have some time for questions if anybody has any questions here, and or any other comments, please.
Moira, I'll give you a couple more tips real quick too while you guys are thinking of questions. Oopsie. But I would say we can also love the fact that these are versatile. For example, the cleanser, my husband uses that to shave his head. It's safe for our teenagers to use. It's soap free and they're all pH balanced, which is really important if you have sensitive skin. So I feel like this is a great product line for all ages. And sometimes we neglect to realize, like I said, how we can use things differently. Even like you were mentioning that C&E, my daughter had stitches. We used it on her lip. Amazing. You can't even see her stitches. Not that I want to show you guys, but I've had 5 C-sections and I have no scar. I use that on every single incision. Don't use it on open skin, but amazing just that we can have all these options and feel like they are safe. And the BB cream for young girls, especially, I was just doing a talk on this, that they're into makeup, they're into skincare, and that BB cream can be used just like foundation, concealer. I even have someone that uses the #1 as eyeshadow. You can use it in so many ways, and I am not the makeup expert, but I at least know enough that I can feel good sharing with our 14-year-old daughter that I know she's using that versus chemical options, and it has sunscreen. So.
Well, and something too that I thought of when you shared that, people often ask, like, how long, are these products, how long do they last? They're designed to last for the 60 days, for 2 months, but they last much longer. And it really kind of depends on your usage, right? So if you forget to wash your face at night, or you forget to take it on vacation, or you're just, again, you need just a little bit. So 2 months for sure, but usually 3 months for the products, even the toner. I mean, my toner lasts a long time, and I use that quite a bit. I use it in the morning to just kind of take the gunk off my face, and then put some moisturizer before I go work out, and use it the other times during the day. So again, a great value, and especially with the 20% off this month, it's a great time to get in and give it a try. And for those that aren't familiar with Shaklee, everything's 100% guaranteed. So if you do try a product and you're not happy with it, we certainly will work with you to get your money back. But again, this is the way that we like to do business, is to really get to know you and provide really good personalized care, so that when you're placing an order, it's the right order for you. Any other questions or comments before we close up? All right. Well, thanks, ladies, for joining us. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Amanda and Jessica, for all the help today. And again, make sure that you get to the person that invited you if you're watching the replay, or if you're on here today. Just if there's anything else we can do to help you, we'd love to have you join us next week in that challenge and get started with these products, so that you can look more youthful as you continue to age, and age gracefully. So thanks for joining us, ladies, and have a good one. Oh, if I could find the stop recording.